I'm going to be introducing to you the app and website called SeeSaw. I use SeeSaw in my classroom for students to upload assignments and connect with their peers. It is very similar to a class Instagram. It's free and available on all devices for students, teachers, and parents. You can access it on the website by just going web.seesaw.me, or it is a free app on the App Store just called SeeSaw. SeeSaw is used, I liked on the homepage how it said that it empowers students and engages families with SeeSaw. So for students, SeeSaw empowers students to independently document their learning and provide an audience for their work, their peers, parents, or the world. For families, it gives families an immediate and personalized window into their child's school day, helping to answer, what did you do at school today? And then for teachers, it saves you time on organization and parent communication, makes formative assessment easy, and provides a safe place to teach 21st century skills. So you can sign up for free to start. You just click on that link and it will take you. You have to choose if you're a teacher or if you're a parent. So I would choose a teacher since I'm a teacher. You just fill in your information, first name, last name, email, password, and then confirm your password, and you will be taken to the Create Teacher account. Since I already use this, I could just go to the sign in and type in my email, my password, and then sign in. So when me as a teacher signs in, this is what I see. This is our class feed. So like all my students are over here. This is kind of what it looks like. They can upload like a picture and then they are able to like or comment. Some of the features that I really like is that down here in red, I have to approve any item that goes on to SeeSaw as the teacher. So I have some left over from last year. So if you clicked 11 unapproved items, you can click on that and it takes you to things that my students want to post. So this one would be earthquakes. It seems like we were talking about rocks, kind of relates to our content. So I would click approve and then it would go directly onto our class feed. Max wanted to comment, I know where you got that picture. That is King Hungry. You probably meant King Henry, 6 or 7. That would be fine with me. Max commented only one field trip. I mean, I could approve that, but at the same time, not really necessary, so I might not approve that one. I use SeeSaw as a way for students to upload some of their writing. So this would be part of their daily 5 or work on writing time, so I would approve that. Lots of other student comments that have gone in. Other things that I love when students make connections to content outside of what we're learning during their reading. So if I go over here on the left side, this is kind of my controls. So I have my notifications, which is what I was just on, where I can approve or not approve assignments. My feed view is just the home page that I had clicked on first. There's a calendar that you can go in and you can add assignments to, or just reference for students. Skills view, you have to upload to Pro, but you can assign students a set of skills that you want them to work on. One main feature is you need to get your class code. So this is something that I just have printed off and posted on my board. Students take their iPads, they come up and they scan it, and it takes them directly to our class account. So I just have that printed out. Another feature is manage class. So this is how you would assign your students. I just named my class Miss Kelly's 4th grade. My grade level is 4th. And then down here in students, if you get a new student or at the beginning of the year, you go into manage students, you click add a student and then add student, and then you can click on their name and it just says name, their icon, and then if you have their parents added. You can also see their likes and comments and how they are using it and if they are even using it. Another awesome feature of this website and app is that you can enable parents, invite parents. So I would just click invite parents. I would send an email or I can paper invite them, and then they have access to our class website at all times. If I go back to my home page, back on feed view, over here is just all my students. I can see how many things they've posted. So like Abdi has posted 25 items, and it kind of takes you down to your least to greatest. Another feature is a blog. So if I was on my feed view, and I wanted to post this earthquakes to our class blog, I would click on this little world and I would publish to our blog, and then I could go in over here, and then that would be my class blog. Now I'm going to show you what it would look like if you were a student logging in. So you go to the same website or the same app, you would say sign in. And then instead of I'm a teacher, I would click I'm a student. This is my class account. I would scan my QR code or enter the code. And then I can go in and I can add a new item to SeeSaw, and maybe I just want to add a note. Maybe my assignment is to write about my weekend. So I would say I had a great weekend. I had 2 baseball games and hung out with my friends. I would continue writing, and then I would just hit check. And then it's directly sent to my teacher account for me to approve. And I would select, if I was Angelica, I would select her, and she would be there, item uploaded. So, and then I could go back to my feed, and then if I was a different student, maybe I want to comment and say, maybe I'm Bailey now, and I would say, sounds like you had a great weekend. I also played baseball over the weekend. Maybe just make a connection to them, and I can also like it, be like, wow, that sounds like so much fun. And then my little heart comes off. Very similar to Instagram. So in my classroom, I use this as daily 5. Students have to publish one of their work on writing assignments to our blog each week. And a blog really empowers students to write with a purpose and create better quality writing when they have their peers reading it and editing it and being a part of their writing. I also use it during math rotation. Students are able to go in and create videos using their whiteboards of how to solve a problem, or they could do word sorts or other videos. Some of my higher achiever students have, one of their assignment would be to go in and post a video for students to watch. So that on Bloom's taxonomy would be to analyze and evaluate, because they have to re-teach students what they have learned, but also their peers. So they are looking at that. On the CMR model, it'd be modification, because we're taking notes and writing and using it digitally instead of paper pencil, and it also combines audio and video in order to create a presentation or just an informative video of their learning. And then it also allows them to collaborate with their peers and teach each other what they have learned in our classroom. I hope this has helped you understand and see SeeSaw a little bit. This is a very applicable and easy to use website and app in your own classroom.